Hello, do you want to mod your KA24E? Well, let's talk about some of the possibilities.
Section 1.
This is the KA24E, a 12-valve, single-cam, 2.4-liter, 4-stroke inline 4-cylinder. Nissan decided to equip the KA24E with a cast iron block and an aluminum head. The KA24E has 134 horsepower, 152 foot-pounds of torque at 44,000 RPMs. Hey, you're still here? Well, while you're there, radiating sex appeal and masculinity, let's move on to section 2. Alright, let's go. Come on.
Section 2.
In this section, I'm going to inform you on some of the pros and some of the cons.
It's gonna blow up, it's gonna blow up!
Of the KA24E. One of the biggest pros of the KA24E is its iron block, which is made for durability, reliability, and some stout torque. Another pro of the KA24E is it is very easy to maintain, parts are very accessible, and also it's a USDM spec engine. The last pro about the KA24E is that this engine is cheap to build, rebuild, and cheap to buy used. You can get a used KA24E for $300 to $500, full long block. Also, this is a great starting point for anyone who wants to get into cars or tuning or just build the engine. So it's something to consider for your first build. One of the bad things about the KA24E is the plastic timing chain guides. Nissan decided to use plastic guides, which eventually break due to acceleration of the timing chain. Nissan later decided to replace the plastic guide with metal guides. The good thing about the metal guides is it reduces the chance of having a continuous chain rattle. Also reduces the chance of your chain getting so loose that it flies off the engine and allows your engine to lock up in jump time. Another flaw about the KA24E is the engine's long stroke. The long stroke allows for slower takeoffs, but once you hit mid-range and high-range torque, you see the engine come alive. Another flaw that I heard about the KA24E is the piston ring lands, so it's something to consider looking at if you're doing a rebuild or taking the engine apart.
Section 3.
Oi mate, are you still there? Well, guess what? Now it's time for engine modifications. So let's start with some bolt-on mods. One of the first bolt-on mods you can add to your KA24E is a cold air intake. This is considered an entry-level mod, and most people don't see many gains from this. But for looks, this is something that adds some character to your engine bay. Another entry modification you can add to the KA24E is a catback exhaust and an engine header. This modification, combined with the catback exhaust, you should see horsepower gain and better airflow if done properly. Another modification you can add to your KA24E are lightweight pulleys. These allow for better acceleration and less weight on the motor. And last but not least, when it comes to bolt-on modifications, you can add an adjustable cam to your KA24E. The adjustable cam allows you to be able to retard and advance your timing, which allows for acceleration and performance sooner or later in the power band. An advanced modification you could do to the KA24E is add a turbo kit. Some turbo kits work well with the stock engine internals, others require tuning and modifications. Adding a turbo will increase overall horsepower, acceleration, torque, and overall engine performance.
Whoa! Why did you hit boost that hard?
I was feeling myself.
Oh my god, you have work plans.
Huh?
Did a pipe blow off?
I don't think so. Did I have a what? Just let it idle. No, it's fine. Holy.
Slow down.
Another advanced modification you can do to the KA24E is nitrous oxide. It is highly suggested that you be very careful about the amount of nitrous oxide you want to use with your engine. It is very dangerous, but also can lead to a lot of fun. Just make sure upon watching this, you don't blow yourself up to pieces. Another advanced modification you can do is ECU tuning. There's a very wide range of different things you can use for ECU tuning. You can use OBD2 plugins like what you see on the screen, or you can use a dyno. There is a lot of different things you can do with dyno tuning and ECU tuning. Most dyno tuning is performed on cars that are turboed or have internal modifications. The OBD2 tuning can allow your vehicle to peak past the manufacturer's desires. You can see greater top speeds, greater acceleration, greater fuel consumption, and also greater horsepower. So that wraps up our video with the modifications of the KA24E and what is required to mod yours. Whichever route of modification you choose or desire, I hope that it brings you tons of fulfillment. And whichever one you choose, I support you 100%. And I would like to know, which modifications do you feel are the best? Which modifications would you stay away from? Do you feel the KA24E is worth modifying? Or would you leave it 100% naturally aspirated? Let me know. Leave some comments down below and let's talk about this subject. Gosh, I really want to expand my audience, but I don't know what to do. I got it.
When your truck is a vibe,